seen many golfers in their takeaway, better do it this way, in their takeaway, they got great posture. Immediately as they're taking away, this knee straightens and goes backwards. They're off balance, they're in a weak posture position. They think that they're ready, and to get back to a good hit, because the hips are out of line when you do this, see this? When you do that, you got to, in part of your return swing, you got to try and get this knee back to where it was. Impossible to do on a consistent basis. The arm lift in posture, one piece, and that arm lift will flow out of your turn up from a one-piece takeaway just up to where you decide you are comfortable to start a return swing. There are some pros will only go to about here. Boom. Others go way back over here, but that's all right. They found a way to get that. Drop your hands into the slot. I've heard that was one of the early comments or instructions I heard. Oh, you've got your hands dropping into the slot. That's so wonderful. Well, my question for years was, because we didn't have internet to do immediate take-up, and there weren't that many guys around who could explain it. What's the slot? I had no idea. Drop your hands into the slot. That means move your hands somewhere. There are no muscles in your hands to drop or move any which way. It involves muscles in another part of your body. Well, one of the things that I taught my students was this. When they got to the end of their takeaway, that they were to squeeze their upper arms onto the rib cage, close their armpits. You know, I think that might have put my hands in a drop into the slot position. But I did something up in my armpits. Those muscles up in there is what worked. Drop your hands into the slot. Why draw attention to the hands when there's no muscular movement in the hands that can do anything? Relax and be loose. Oh. Lady golfers, women in general, very flexible, natural flexible bodies. I saw golf lessons given to ladies group, and I could tell immediately when the instructor said, relax, be loose. Well, all of a sudden they were going from fighting to get a grip, have a grip, and be in posture, and be ready, and all of a sudden I could just see their bodies go next to limp. Be loose, be relaxed, is a mental thing. Apprehension, which triggers over tightness of your whole body. Wondering, am I going to get a good hit? No. In actuality, I teach my students, was teaching them for the purpose of protection against injury, was to how to get into posture, be firm like a wooden soldier, and then give one command. And that was to that back muscle that pulls your shoulder straight back. You can be tight like a robot, give that command, pull the shoulder back. You can move, but every move you make, you're in very firm posture. You're not going to hurt yourself very much in that regard. So, be loose, relax is mental apprehension. I've heard people say, golf pros especially, say, well, you can't swing a golf club unless you got the proper grip. So I've seen lessons given where the instructor is telling where to put this hand and where to put this hand, hold the club in the fingers or whatever. My idea, and the thing about that is that your forearms inevitably are turning into unnatural positions, and they will want to correct back to their natural alignment from the shoulders as you swing, especially for a beginner that is still fairly weak. So, a simple grip. See this? This is my thumb. Grab my thumb. This is my thumb holding a club. Grab my thumb. Oh, the shaft's there too. That's good enough for a beginner. I asked my doctor, who happened to be one of BC's top golfers. I said, what do you think of for grabbing the club? He just looked at me and goes, that was his way. That was good enough for him. And he was one of British Columbia's foremost golfers, winning his club championship on occasion, amongst very good golfers. Well, I think that's it. I see my notes here. I can't remember exactly what they meant, but thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful to some extent. Bye for now.